Hey guys, it's Vince with Mastering the Method, and today I'm going to be discussing something, regardless of what printer you're using, is really the most beneficial thing you will ever do. Whether you own a business, whether you work for someone else, I'm sure they're going to want you to do this, and that is to back up all of your custom filament settings for whatever printer you're using. Of course, I'm using the Makerbot Method X. For whatever printer you're using, the actual principle is the same, and of course I'm using Simplify 3D. So I want to just cover exactly how this is done. You're going to come over here to File, and you're going to go to Export Printer File. Now, of course, you can see my Makerbot Method X nylon carbon fiber small parts is one setting. You got this little drop-down arrow, and if you expand this, you can see all of the other files. So if you want to export one of these, again, I'm just going to do the carbon small parts, for example. I'm going to click OK, and I've got it set up to go on my downloads, and that's my own preference. You can select whatever file area you'd like to download that file. But for instance, we're going to do this one there, and you would naturally just keep coming in here and going through as many of these as you want to save. Now, naturally, you're going to want to save them all, most likely. I'm just going to save two to show you this example, and then what I'm going to do, and I am using Windows 11, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to go to Downloads, and I've got these two files here. And I'm going to teach you guys a very simple way, and you're going to kind of laugh at this, but it works extremely well, to give yourself a backup indefinitely because they will be stored, so to speak, on the cloud. And how would you do that? Well, first and foremost, we want to zip these into a zip file. So we're going to select them both, and then we're going to say compress to zip file, and it's done. Here we go. You can name this whatever you want. Naturally, you just come in here, go like this, we'll go rename, and we'll say Makerbot. Done. And now these files are all inside of here. Now, if you leave your cursor here for a second, you can see the size is only 13.3 kilobytes, which is absolutely tiny, guys. Now, how do we save this indefinitely to where we never have to worry about changing computers, if a computer hard drive fails, if something catastrophic happens? We know that cloud storage is the best, but not everybody can afford cloud storage. Take the file and email it to yourself. If you email it to yourself, your email server will hold this indefinitely. And I know many of you have Gmail accounts like myself, and you can just leave your Gmail account as hooked up with this folder as far as storing it, and you will never have to worry about ever losing these files. It's very simple to do, whether you're using Gmail or another email server, and I guarantee you, if you're working for someone, they're going to love it. And if you're not and you're doing it for yourself, I know you're going to love it even more because, again, direct access whenever you need them is just a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, again, I hope that this video is helpful. I hope that you naturally practice making your backups as often as possible. Anytime you add a file, and this is something that I myself have trouble with, I always try to remember to add that to the backup. Because you start making any type of custom settings, you never want to have to go back and go through all that trial and error to get those settings back. So keep that in mind. If this video has been helpful, I really hope you guys give it a thumbs up. Right now the channel is in the midst of growing, and I really do appreciate all the support. Thank you again. Take care.